We pass by people every day, not knowing what they've been through or the moment that changed everything for them. So we stopped and we decided to ask a couple of questions. And before the story is told, the person should be known. So here are a few stories.
Hi, my name is Janelle.
So my name is Alexa.
Hello, God bless. My name is Ariana.
Hi, my name is Charles.
I'm Shania.
My name is Sadia.
My name is Justin.
What does a new beginning mean to you?
When I think of a new beginning, I don't know, I just associate like the sun coming out after a difficult time.
Something clean, something I kind of consider it like a breath of fresh air.
A new beginning to me means a fresh start, something new.
Is just starting over, like going through life, experiencing things, and when you get older, you start to change. You start to see things differently. And when I got older, like in my mid-20s, I started to see life differently. So I think with age,
A refresh, a restart, a renew, a refurbish. Really, like a new start means an opportunity to see something different.
A new beginning for me means to wake up and be an impactful person for people and spreading love, spreading kindness, and being able to make a difference.
I think it would be very similar to you waking up every day, because every day is a new day. There's no day that's going to be similar as the day before. So you always have a new opportunity to experience a new day. So I think that's what a new beginning would mean to me.
Some answers were quiet, and some were unexpected. Some of them carried weight that you could feel. But every story pointed to something real. When did your new beginning start?
I would say my new beginning started when I understood what Jesus did on the cross for me.
I would say my new beginning started when I decided to let go of the things of this world that weren't pleasing to God.
My new beginning started when I realized that I cannot depend on man.
when I was 8 years old, my mom and my dad passed away. My mom's sister took me in, who was my aunt, and she had 5 kids of her own, living with other people, like not having my own room, going to a different school.
My new beginning's active, honestly. Like, it feels like it's every day. It feels like I get an opportunity every day to restart, to get another opportunity to try to get it right. I'm an optimist and a pessimist, so I wake up every day hoping that every day is going to be a great day. I also find myself a little prepared, maybe for what could come.
In 2015, I was in a car accident, and it was really, really bad. Like, I had to learn how to walk again, and so that was my new beginning. It's like learning how to walk again and getting a second chance at life, because I thought that I was not going to make it.
Unfortunately, when my parents did get divorced, I've always gone to church. I've been to church since I was like a little baby in a carriage, and there would only be like occasions where my mom would show up. But then when my parents did get divorced, she opened up to the idea of going to church. So me seeing the difference between how my mom was before to now, I can see that a new beginning is possible for anyone.
What changed after that moment?
God didn't want me to be holy by my own strength. I realized that He didn't actually expect me to be holy by my own strength. I always grew up in the church, and I wanted to be accepted by God, and I wanted to be loved by God, but I didn't know that He had already loved me and that He gave His Son for me, who died on the cross. I always heard what the cross was. I always heard Jesus died on the cross, but I had no idea what that meant. The day that I felt that God had really lifted that veil and opened my eyes to what that meant is the day everything changed for me. Holiness no longer seemed like a burden. I finally understood that I was saved by grace, and that gave me the joy in His Holy Spirit to actually want to follow what His Word says. when before it felt like a burden, it felt boring, it felt hard. Now it feels easy with the help of the Holy Spirit. And I just learned that what I couldn't do, Jesus already did for me. He already paid it all. All my sin, my shame, the things that I thought I couldn't tell anybody about, he took all that away, and he calls me forgiven, he calls me holy, and he made me a new creation. And that, to me, when I understood what the good news actually was, it was eye-opening, and it started a new beginning in my life.
So I began to realize that the love I thought I could receive from this world could never be enough. And that's when I started to experience the love of Jesus, and the love of Jesus is uncomparable to whatever this world could ever offer.
What changed after that moment was my perspective. I realized that depending on men or on man means being satisfied with things that are not from God, being comfortable in things that don't bring peace or joy or happiness.
I think I gave myself a new level of grace. Like, kind of, maybe not so much in expectation for tomorrow, but always living in a hope for tomorrow, but putting in my best effort for today. And that's kind of what it looks like for me every day. Just really taking inventory of what happened yesterday and trying my best to put my best foot forward to remember and not hold on to what happened yesterday, to be better today.
Purpose, like getting up and like realizing that I have a second chance that not everyone gets, and being present in the moment, you know, taking the time to see the beautiful creations that God created by traveling, and actually sharing my love and my kindness by being a social worker. And because I originally wanted to be a criminal investigator, but I'm like, that's not what I want to do. I want to help others. So just being able to be a walking testimony.
For me personally, it opened up to me getting closer to God. Despite the fact that I've always been at church, that doesn't guarantee me as a Christian, because Christian is just a title. Your relationship with God, with Jesus, that really defines how you are as a Christian. Seeing my mom get closer to God gave me that, I guess, like push to also get closer to him. Back in the day, I wouldn't really read the Bible because I lack the imagination to like read what I'm reading and like try to imagine it in my head. But I feel like reading the Bible is just a completely different scenario. Like, it's not the same as if you're like reading a different type of book. Like, it has power to like make you feel a certain way when you're reading it.
We believe new beginnings don't just happen on their own. They come from God stepping into someone's life. How did God begin that new chapter in your life? Change is possible, and people aren't stuck forever. A moment can shift everything. What would you tell someone who needs a new beginning?
Like, if the world has treated you bad, you're in the world, you don't have Christ, and you just feel like everything around you is a mess, your relationships, you're either with a significant other or with your family or with friends, if everything feels a mess, if your life feels like a wreck right now, if you feel full of anxiety or sadness, and life just feels really dark and confusing, I would say start your new beginning by seeking Jesus. If you don't know what to say, just say, Jesus, help me. That's how I started. Literally just by saying, God, I can't do this. I don't know how to be holy. I don't know what that even looks like, but help me. Sometimes the best prayer that you can say to God is, God, help me. And he will send somebody to help you. He just wants you to humble yourself and look for him.
What I would say to someone who needs a new beginning is it's never too late to have a new beginning. When we do come to Jesus, he makes everything new. If you do think it's too late, it's never too late. And today could be the day, you know?
Something I would tell someone that needs a new beginning is that you don't need to have it all figured out. A good point of your life to be like, okay, like this is when I'm gonna start new. I feel good with myself. God receives you just as you are. So it doesn't matter in what state you are. It doesn't matter if you feel ugly inside, but you have to realize that God is the one that transforms and renews your heart, and he's the one that gives you that certainty in a world that can fill you with a bunch of lies or with uncertainty.
Just read the Bible and turn to Jesus Christ. and he will lead you in the right path. You know, he will never lead you in the wrong direction. He gives you things that that you can handle. He won't put you in a situation that you can't handle. So
I would say believe everything. And that's like really broad, and it might sound scary, but there's a version of believing things that I think that we try to turn off, and there's also a version of believing things that maybe we push. And so I think it's important for us to see past what we see and remember that everything is not coincidence. It's always sent from either one of two places, and it's for us to figure out where it's coming from and to take it from there.
Trust God, trust yourself as well. You know, if you feel like you need to start doing something, do it. Every small step makes progress, so you don't need to make a drastic step to move.
It's never too late to have a new beginning. You could be a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 21-year-old. You could be 70 and you could still have a new beginning. Just to think about it with Abraham. My boy was like 100 years old or something, and God was like, you know what? I'm gonna take you out of this land. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of descendants. And he was like, but I'm like 100. How am I gonna have a child? You don't have to worry about that, because God is the one that's gonna be doing the work behind the scenes. You just have to trust in him. So I think for anyone who needs or wants a new beginning, you just have to put your faith in God, especially in Jesus, because obviously God is like, it's an interchangeable word. God is just used in every religion, but not every religion has Jesus. So if you put your faith in Jesus, you just have to go along with the ride, and he'll lead you where you have to go.
A new beginning isn't something we earn. It's something that we're given. And because of Jesus, we're not defined by our past. Because he lives, we get to start again. And maybe your new beginning can start today.